Hello and welcome back to Thief Run, our endless runner. In the last video, we got some randomly spawning collectibles. Let's go ahead and get a user interface working. That way we can see how many gems we've collected. Now, if you remember from our last project, we would do this by creating a different layer. So I'm going to call this layer main game. And then I'm going to create another layer on top called HUD. It's the heads up display. We can go ahead and insert a new object here. This is going to be a text, and I'm going to call this the score display. This is a lot like what we did in our top-down shooter. I'm going to say gems collected 0. Okay, and now we can go over here and we can adjust the color. Let's say I want it to be the same color as the gem. Let's change the font to fantasy, and let's change the size to really big. Now, the event that we want to write is event if the player is on a collision with a red gem. We're going to need a score variable, so let's go ahead and add a global variable. Call this score. Right now it's going to be 0. First thing, let's go ahead and take that gem and destroy it. And then let's take the system. We're going to take the variable, global variable. We're going to add 1 to score. And then let's take that score display and set the text to gems collected. We use the and sign, shift 7, score. Okay, let's see how that looks. Get that gem. There's another one on the ground, and then we're gonna jump. There we go. All right, seems like we've got a functional game here. Now, before we conclude this one, I do want to point out that if we miss a gem, it's going to keep on going to the left, and it's going to keep on existing in the game, which means that your computer has to think about it, and that's going to take up memory. This is something called a memory leak. So we want to make sure that once they're out of play, we actually destroy them. So let's say if the red gem, let's compare the X. If we're looking at the X value, and the X value off screen would be something like -100, then we're just going to destroy the red gem. And that'll keep our computers from running out of memory and crashing, just by making sure that we're not thinking about things that are not on the screen.